Hey everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Sunday today. I'm off to an event. I belong to Beta Sigma Phi sorority, so if any of you belong to the sorority, yeah, it's a great organization. And so we have an event this afternoon, so that's where I'm off to. So I'm a little bit earlier than I normally am. Normally I jump on at 12 noon on Sundays, but today it's 11 because I'm off shortly. So I wanted to make a card. It's getting, well, I guess we're just over a month away-ish, maybe 6 weeks away from Easter. But I've been having so much fun playing with the Easter Joy Suite and the Easter Basket Bundle from the mini catalog that I thought I'd make another card. We did a craft along, hey Inga, using this suite a couple of weeks ago, partnering with my friend Lorraine and Lisa, my friends Lorraine and Lisa from the United States, and we did a craft along. So you can see all of those 8 projects that we shared on my YouTube channel. They may still be on Facebook in my group as well, probably on my page too. And I still have some kits available. So if you're interested in the Easter Joy craft along, where you can make 8 projects using, we get a PDF tutorial, and you can either buy everything you need or get the designer series paper, ribbon, and embellishments. It was so much fun. We made some 3D projects, we made some cards, we made some fancy folds, and so lots of options for you if you're interested in that. If you can't find the information on my Facebook group or page, please just reach out because I have a couple of kits left. And I know you're going to love the projects. All right, so today I'm going to make a card, and I'm using, instead of the Easter Joy Designer Series paper, I pulled out the Splash of Sparkles Designer Series paper, which is such a fun set of paper, and it's perfect colors for Easter. They're kind of pastel colors, and I think they work really well. So I'm going to make a card using the bundle and the Designer Series paper, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get started. So this is the Easter basket bundle. And so it's a really fun stamp set with these cute little bunnies. I'm going to use one of these bunnies. This little bunny reminds me of the chocolate bunnies we used to get as kids. And then you've got a carrot and a tulip, or a daffodil. No, tulip. I guess that's a tulip. Easter egg, a little chicken. So really cute sentiments. Doesn't have to just be for Easter because you've got this Hello Spring. And then these adorable dies that allow you, one, to cut out the bunnies and the chick and all those, but you can also make a really fun Easter basket and do some paper weaving if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that today. I've showed some other cards using that, but I am going to cut out one of the bunnies for sure. All right, that's the bundle. Now this is the Splash of Sparkle. I think that's what it's called. I've got it here. I looked at it once and my brain is not clicking in. I'm looking at it. Yep, Splash of Sparkles. What happens when you get up at 4:30 in the morning to watch a hockey game? Go Canada. Unfortunately, we didn't win gold in hockey, but we won silver, and that's great. They played amazing. Anyway, this is the Splash of Sparkles paper. How pretty is this? Look at, you've got the gold and some really lovely pastel colors. So that's one side. And then kind of just a mottled marble Timid Tiger. I've used this one before. I love the Timid Tiger along with Bubble Bath. And on the other side, just some squares. You can cut these out. You can use them as backgrounds. Look at this one that's blue. This has got silver instead of the gold, blue and 2 shades of pink. I think that's Fresh Freesia and maybe Petal Pink. Bubble Bath, definitely. Bubble Bath and Fresh Freesia and silver, and then blue and green. It's so pretty. Look at this one this is kind of holographic with the pink. And on the other side, just some shapes. You could cut these out. You could use them as background. This is the one I'm using today. I thought this, and I'm using this end with the yellow, the Timid Tiger, excuse me, and the pink. So that's one side. And then all these dots. It's just great paper. It's a standalone. It doesn't belong to any particular suite. And I think it's in the mini catalog. It's either a mini catalog item or it's an online exclusive that came out in January. I'm not sure. All right, wanting to make sure I can see comments here. Okay, So I pulled out Timid Tiger. I love oranges. And so this is cut 4 1/4 by 11. And so we will go ahead and score it at 5 1/2. And with my bone folder, I'm going to fold into the mountain or the raised line and burnish it. Then I cut that piece of the Designer Series paper. Remember I showed you that one piece, this piece. So I cut it to be, I actually cut it to be 3 3/4 inch wide by 5. And then I took the section that I wanted. So this is the this is the section that I cut from that piece. And I cut a little piece off also to go on the inside of the card. So I've got a piece of basic white. I thought I would just add a matte layer of basic white. And so we're going to adhere this piece of Designer Series paper to the white. I was going to use gold, and then I thought gold might maybe not show up as much as I wanted, and so I thought the white would make it kind of pop out a little bit. Now, do I want it that way? Okay, I think I want it that way. Not sure why. There we go. Just very kind of ombre effect that you get. All right, so then I've got a piece, again, I cut a extra piece off. This is just a 1/2 inch wide, and this is just going to go down the one side of for the inside of the card. Not sure why. When I cut a piece of Designer Series paper to put across the bottom, I cut it at 3/4 of an inch wide, but when I cut a piece to go down the side, I always cut it to be 1/2 inch. I don't know why. Maybe just because I think 3/4 of an inch takes a little bit too much real estate on the inside of the card. I don't know. Anyway, I noticed that when I cut this to be 1/2 inch wide. Hey, Amanda. Okay, so that's the front and the inside started, but now let's do some stamping. So I've got a piece of basic white that I'm going to stamp on. And we need a couple of blocks. Need one for the sentiment. All right, I like this bunny. He's got a kind of a bit of a floppy ear. And we also, I'm going to cut the carrot. So I'm stamping in tuxedo black memento because I'm going to color my bunny and my carrot. And oops, didn't want to close that. While I have my oh dear, got a little piece of paper caught. If you stamp when you've got something on your stamp piece of paper, sometimes a dimensional backing, it doesn't stamp very well. So I'm going to stamp the Happy Easter. I've cut a piece of tuxedo black, Timid Tiger. Yeah, all right, it's stamped pretty well. So I cut a piece of Timid Tiger that's 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch wide, and it's longer than I need. All right, let's do some coloring. So I pulled out Smoky Slate for my bunny, and Timid Tiger for my carrot, and not shaded spruce. Oh, that is shaded spruce. Okay, shaded spruce. I thought I had grabbed Shy Shamrock, but shaded spruce works just as well for the leaves. Oh, I need some pink. I need some pink. Pink for the ear. All right, so I've got some dark, pretty in pink. And I'm just going to color in my bunny's ear and his little nose. And then I'm going to go over the bunny. You don't have to. Oopsie, not that. I want the brush end. You don't have to color your bunny. You could just do a little bit of kind of gray, the smoky slate around the edges to make it look like he's kind of colored. He's white, but got some little markings. But I'm going to do a smoky slate bunny. I'm doing the light first. I'm going to then put some dark on it to do some blending. We have all sorts of wild rabbits around our house, but my husband volunteers down. Am I going to Germany? Yes, I leave for Germany, for Cologne, on March 6th. I get there March 7th, so I have a few days before on stage starts. My roommates and friends that are coming in, I have two friends from another team that are coming. They arrive on the 9th. They're going to be in Germany doing some touring around before that. And then I have a friend and her husband also coming, a demonstrator from Australia, which is really cool. Tracy Held is coming from Australia, and they arrive on the 8th. So I'm getting excited, still feeling like I have a lot to do. So I'm just kind of going in and adding in just some dark lines, and then I'll go in with my light again. And I try to use a bit of a circular motion, mostly on those lines, just to try and blend out the line a little bit. So I decided to go in a little bit early so that I would maybe be over the jet lag when my friends arrive, so that I'm not gonna be too... So cool. Sorry, I'm nearly there. Trying to see, Amanda, what you wrote. It's kind of cutting off. I don't know why it's cutting off. Okay. Having a hard time seeing the... Oh, yeah, so cool. Nearly there. There we go. Having a hard time seeing the comments. All right, so I'm going to use Timid Tiger. I'm going to try I think this is the light Timid Tiger for the carrot. And then it's got some lines on the carrot, so I'm just going to kind of go over these lines with the dark Timid Tiger. And then the leaves with the light shaded spruce. Now, hopefully I'll remember, and one of you can actually remind me. I'm going to use a wink of Stella, I believe, if I have some. Where's my wink of Stella? Finding it. There it is. All right, wink of Stella. I'll put it right here so that I have it. All right, so now I'm going to use it on the tail because I think the tail needs a little bit of something, a little something, something. All right, so let's put these dies on my bunny. And my carrot. Well, these little tiny, where you don't have much real estate to kind of glue it on. I don't want it to move when I run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, so hopefully it's on there. And this will fit through. So now we can take and cut out. Yep, so I've been working on swaps for on stage. I have them just about all done. I just have to get some little treats to go inside. So that's good. I got my Euros the other day, so that's also good. All right, so look how cute this little bunny is. And then of course the carrot. Now, if you have a X-Acto knife or you have the cutting tool, cutting attachment, I'm trying to figure out where mine is. There it is. So for the take your pick tool, there are different attachments that you can get. And so this is a set of attachments, and it has an X-Acto knife on it. Oh, thanks, man. Yes, let's definitely catch up. Take a picture, swap. So you can screw on this X-Acto knife, hopefully not cutting yourself. And I'm just going to take and just cut just around the bunny's hand so that I can tuck the carrot in, and it looks like he's holding the carrot. Make sure you put the cap on that because it is very sharp. And then the other end I'm going to use just a mini dimensional. Oh, let's do that on the back of my carrot. Put that through like that, so my bunny is holding a cute little carrot. I punched out, this is a 2 3/8 inch circle punch, and so I'm going to use dimensionals. Almost done my sheet of dimensionals, so I might as well cut all the, to do this, I always just cut around, and that way they're all ready to go. I don't have to do this again when I go to use a dimensional, but I make sure that I use up all of the pieces. And I'm going to put a dimensional over top of where my carrot is sticking out, and that way it just extra protection so it won't come out of there. I'll put him just kind of off to the side. And now I said, I can't remember whether I said that or not. This is the 2 3/8 inch circle punch that I punched out of Timid Tiger. So I'm just gonna put him down here. Cute little bunny. All right, and then I'm gonna cut this Happy Easter into 2 pieces. So just chop it in the middle. And put dimensionals. Feeling like this needs a dimensional on this side because it's kind of sagging. There we go. Let's oopsie. Put another dimensional there. Now, I may need to double pop up this on the end because it use the full dimensionals. I've got 1 dimensional on the circle, so I need double dimensionals. It's going to hang over the side like that. Didn't want it to sag, and I think I need to do the same on this one. Happy, so I have the H, Happy Easter, that end. And talk about lots of dimensionals on this. That's okay. Happy Easter. There. How cute. Now, I pulled out there are Easter assortment embellishments that go with the Easter Joy suite. But these are what are they called? They're called pearlized faceted circles. And they come in multiple shades of Calypso Coral, but they go with Timid Tiger, and so you've got the darker ones, the lighter ones, and then the white color ones, two sizes. So I thought these would go nicely with the colors I chose. So I'm going to use the dark ones. Yeah, I think they go nicely. All right. There. How is that? That's cute. Cute little card. Cute little bunny. You can do so much with this bundle and with the suite as a whole, but also this splashes of sparkle works really well with the colors for Easter. So there we go. Another Easter card to add to my pile. I made some yesterday using the paper pumpkin kit, which was so fun to do. So if you get paper pumpkin this month's, it coordinates with the Easter Joy suite. So again, if you are interested in the kit for the Easter Joy craft along that we did, please let me know, because I have some extra kits and they are such cute projects. You can make some little boxes, some table decorations, or things to put at your table, and all sorts of cards. All right, thanks for joining, everybody. I will be back live on actually, I won't be live again on Tuesday and Wednesday like I normally am. I'm going away on a weaving retreat, my second favorite thing to do. And so I will be back on next Sunday. I won't be live on Saturday because I'm coming home from the retreat. So it'll be a little bit of a break, but I will be back live a week